Here we go. And we are airborne. Oh, well then folks, welcome to a new video on the channel. And yeah, this one, forget your high-end VR headsets that I've shown this year. This has to be one of the coolest things I've shown for a long time. So, to put this into perspective here, I was one of the first channels to show something very innovative, very forward-thinking, and it was a 3D printed flight control, something you can make at home. Save yourself a whole heap of dosh. Well, that was a long time ago, and at that point I only had about 6,000 subscribers. Things have moved on since then. Introducing the version 2 Authenticate Spitfire Spade Grip in collaboration with the Royal Air Force, the BBMF. The very folks who fly the real things. And if that's not enough to grab your attention, what if I said that this very spade grip is being used to train the BBMF to help their airshow workup routine and also help assist them with emergency procedures? And if that's not enough to convince you, then how about hearing it from the horse's mouth, so to speak?
Ooh. I see what you mean. No, I like that.
Do you?
Yeah. There is less of that springing.
Yes. Yes.
And it just takes that edge off. No, that... Yeah, I like that.
Perfect.
It's just that little bit of resistance for it coming back central again. I don't know, there's just a little bit more feel there. No, I like that.
Brilliant.
I think that's better.
Good.
Without a doubt.
Good, good. Try it in the air then and we'll...
Yeah, exactly.
see
With
how
goggles, I think that would be a good one to see. That's quite, for such a small device, that makes quite a bit of difference.
There's a lot of force in it. Yeah, it's surprising.
No, I like it. Definitely. I think when we get airborne now, I think that will add to what you need to do, especially as you're higher speed displaying. I think that's got more of a feel to it.
At
So
speed, you say?
overall, yeah, overall the flying experience will be better with that.
Okay.
That just feels nice. There's just some other feedback I'm getting through the stick as well, I think.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know, makes it feel more of a mechanical and not just against a spring.
That was it. Yeah.
So as you say, it feels like I've got the chains and the pulleys.
Yes.
And I would say, yes, that's what I'm feeling now. I'm feeling like there's a mechanical linkage going somewhere. Yeah, I like that.
Perfect.
Yeah, very good.
How about that, folks? The real Spitfire pilots have a lot to say about this. And I thought the best way to showcase this is using mixed reality. And I tried the Play for Dream, it didn't want to know, so I'm back in my trusty Quest. And hopefully you can see this. Look at this. This is the magic of Authenticate, because the idea is you have all of the correct flight controls exactly where they are in the real aircraft. And I've showcased a number of different Authenticate flight controls before. I'll show you some footage now of a replica Spitfire throttle quadrant, which I really do need to get attached to my motion rig at some point. They have the landing gear as well as everything else. Basically, you could have a one-to-one replica of a real Spitfire and place the controls exactly where they are in the cockpits. So in order to give you this view I'm seeing here, I'm using a program called SIMXR. Look at this, which gives you a window into your virtual reality, sorry, mixed reality rather. And you can create, if I can unlock it here, any shape you want. Look at this, this is amazing. And it's absolutely got even better since I last showed it on the channel. You can lock your points. You can save it so it remembers it for next time. And I highly recommend anyone using MR to get SIMXR. It's about £9. You can close the window. You've got different ones as well. I've got 3 here. I think you can get up to 5 or 6 windows, and it means you can really see everything in the cockpit. So cool, isn't it? Now we're currently flying in the Flying Irons Spitfire, and she is an absolute beauty. We all know this. And funny enough, there is a link there as well, because the Flying Irons team also collaborated with the BBMF to get all of the power settings correct so that it's true to life, and they're using this very model to train and help sort of that workout routine, as I just said, with their display season. So things are getting a little bit real now, aren't they? Let's be honest, things are getting to a point where it's just absolutely insane. And the reason why I'm showing you the Spade Grip is because this is a new version. This is not the old one that I used to use. And the difference is absolute night and day. It's got an incredible feel to it. I can be so precise with this, like amazingly precise, and it's got weight to it. You feel like you're pulling and pushing rods. And if it's good enough for the real Spitfire pilots, which you've just seen a testament in this video, then it's definitely good enough for me. A geeky flight simmer that just wants the ultimate immersion. There's something as well about seeing your hand. It's not going to show very well on the recording, I know, but there is something about seeing your hand on the actual Spade Grip in the cockpit that just, oh, it's just amazing, folks. I mean, my God, has this got very, very impressive now. This hobby has just gone berserk. And honestly, this is better than force feedback, especially with a motion rig, because I can feel the vibration of the aircraft anyway. So at this point in the video, you're expecting me to say that this is available right now for pre-order for $39999.5 or something like that. Whatever. No, it's absolutely the cheapest flight control you could get, especially if you have a 3D printer, because you can 3D print all the parts yourself. There is other options out there though, and this is where I'm going to look at my phone, wherever it is. Oh, it's in my pocket, hang on, because Phil actually said something to me and I want to just read it out, because you can in the Quest. Right, so this is what he said. There is a new scheme available called the Community Approved Printing Scheme, where Authenticate members print the parts for you for a very, very low price of $100 or pounds. So for someone who does not have a 3D printer, you could just get the parts all delivered to you, and then you can just assemble them at your leisure. And of course, Phil has a YouTube channel, Authenticate YouTube channel, which I highly recommend that you go check out and subscribe. All of his tutorials are very easy to understand, and I think even someone as simple as me could probably, with a bit of effort, put one of these things together. Now, to think the hardware for this stick is only around 50 quid, and you're talking about something that has been developed with the RAF. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. And my dogs are going crazy. Probably means Melissa's back home. I'm not going to lie, that has broken the immersion a little bit. Although, to be fair, Colin does go flying occasionally with his goggles on. Wow, look at this dark cloud over here. Let's just penetrate this and see if we can create a very dramatic scene here. Tell you what, it's been a while since I've flown the Spitfire. flying irons, honestly, they are the last word when it comes to warbirds in this sim. Just look at her, absolutely beautiful. Whee! Fantastic. In fact, let's do a bit of a victory roll here. Oh wow, absolutely beautiful. So in case you're a bit confused with this video, which is fair enough because there's a lot to go through, I'll just go through those points again. I'm flying with a 3D printed replica 1:1 scale Spitfire Spade Grip, developed in collaboration with Authenticate and the RAF together. So much so that they've got their own Spade Grip, which is used to train their pilots and help them work up their display routine. And not only that, this very aircraft, the Flying Iron Spitfire, is also part of that collaboration and has been fine-tuned with the very Spitfire pilots that fly in the BBMF to ensure that the Spade Grip and the flight modelling and power settings are exactly what they are in the real world. So couple that with the fact I've now got a very fancy bracket. Thank you, Phil, by the way, for making that. It works perfectly. I can now use this on my motion rig. Add a VR headset and then SIMXR, which gives us this amazing pass-through here. At this point, I'm basically in a real Spitfire. I mean, it certainly feels like it. Just incredible what is available now. And I love how the icing on the cake here is the fact that this is not thousands of pounds. You can't even buy a Spitfire Spade Grip if you wanted to. It's impossible. This is so bespoke, so niche, so specialised that you would think it would be so expensive, but in fact you can 3D print this at home. And actually, I know many of you out there do have 3D printers. They've come down in price and they're very, very easy to obtain. But even if you don't have one, like I don't have one, then you can go to the Authenticate Discord and the members there will be able to provide you with the 3D parts for a nominal fee. So it's a win-win situation here, really. You can't lose. And I think it's an ingenious idea that has gained traction over the years. If you think about the first time I showed the Authenticate Spade Grip such a long time ago, things have moved on greatly since then. And you know what? The feel of this thing is unbelievable. It feels so solid, and the throw of the stick is exactly the same as a real thing, which means I can be so incredibly precise with it. What an experience to have in the comfort of your own home, eh? It's sensational. And as I said at the start of this video, forget your high-end VR headsets and everything I've shown this year. I think this is the coolest thing I've shown on the channel for a long time. Anyway, I'm going to find somewhere to land so I can wrap this video up, so I can enjoy it for myself, because this is staying on my motion rig for a while, that is for sure. Right then, let's see where we are, because I'm lost and it's raining. Not ideal situation. Oh, hang on, I recognise that place. Sywell. Yes, actually, Sywell would be a very apt place to land. Although I don't have any fancy scenery, doesn't really matter. I think that seems to be a very perfect place to land, since I have been there. In fact, actually, I remember once I did land there with my pilot friend, and I was chatting to a guy who made an actual replica of a Spitfire. to fly. Oh, I wonder if I've still got the photograph of that. Probably not. It's great to be back in the Quest 3 again. I was going to record this in the Play for Dream, but it just would not have it. And by the time I got everything set up, the battery died. Whether with the Quest 3, I can use this for about 5 hours, which is sometimes what I need to make one video, believe it or not. You know, YouTube videos are friggin' difficult to make, especially in VR. In any case, and if you're wondering what that weird thing is, by the way, that pink thing, that is what I'm seeing here. That's the mixed reality, but it won't show. So I'm having to record 2 separate feeds of this video, as well as 2 different cameras, to try and show you what I'm seeing in the cockpit. Very, very challenging. What an absolute treat to have my own replica 1-to-1 scale spade grip, which feels so good. Oh, feel that turbulence together with the Spitfire, the Flying Iron Spitfire. It's just fantastic. I'm going to try and do this from the outside view. I'm not sure if it's a good idea though. Feel that pull there. Wow. Nice. And then we'll go back into the cockpit here, because that was a little bit of a lazy loop there. I'm really feeling the edge of the stall here. Wow. God, and the sound effects as well. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Let's just do a bit more here because I'm having such a good time with this. Do a bit of half Cubanate here. Oh, do you know what? I'm nearly on the edge of the stall here. That was a little bit on the edge of the envelope. If I did that with a regular joystick, I would have gone into a spin there, without a doubt. I love how you really have that throw. That's the difference between this and a regular joystick. You have the amount of throw there. I mean, hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, my motion compensation is not working, clearly, because I'm outside the cockpit here. But I really can finesse. You don't need force feedback when you've got something like this. No chance. So what I'm hoping to do, folks, because I frigging love this so much, is I'm going to be moving soon, moving house, and I'll have a much bigger space to play with. And what I want to do is set up a actual Spitfire sort of cockpit with all my Authenticate controls. I think that would be very, very cool. Anyway, let's now come in for a landing here. Gear coming down. It's a very stormy day today. And let's see how we get on with the landing here to finish this little video. So, as always, as we get in loads of turbulence, all the links for everything I've spoken about today will be in the description below. The Authenticate website, the Discord, his YouTube channel, as well as SIMXR as well, which I highly recommend that you get, because I think, especially for Quest 3 owners and Play for Dream owners, or any real headset that has MR with virtual desktop, the fact you can shape different windows in mixed reality is fantastic. Right, anyway, I'm a bit low here, too busy yapping, and we're going to get a lot of turbulence from those trees. So let's just see how we get on here. Oh, yes, I can absolutely feel everything. Look at them. Wow. That was a lot of turbulence to deal with there. I am a little bit quick. Little bit quick here, but that's okay. Settle her down. Bit of manual braking. I'm also using the parking brake just to feed in a bit of a... Oh, wow, there we go. I think, do you know what? That's probably my best landing in the Spitfire for a long time. And even though we were far too quick there, I managed to save it. Let's just open the cockpit so we can properly taxi. So this has been Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 using the Spitfire Spade Grip, a one-to-one replica of the real thing, produced by Authenticate in collaboration with the RAF. And you can get one of these for a very, very crazy cheap price, either for free if you've got the 3D printer, or you can get this just by getting in contact with the Authenticate Discord to see if you can get someone to 3D print those parts for you. And the community there are fantastic. I've met some of the Authenticate members at one of the Coningsby Family Days once, and they're a great bunch, and they will always be happy to help you. And let me tell you folks, when you experience this, it is, well, it makes you smile. It makes you smile a lot. This is fantastic. Incredible. Thanks for watching. As I say, please feel free to subscribe. I'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye for now. Friggin' epic.